hope everyone is having a great start to their Saturday, and just making sure that my audio is working here. Make sure everybody can hear me. Please comment below if you aren't able to, if for some reason you can't hear me. Hi Sheila, hi, good evening. Hello Richard. Yeah, go Cowboys. Hello Eric, hello Zane. And so we have a couple of things to talk about today. We have a front that is rolling through, and that's going to be bringing us a chance for some showers, but most of that is going to actually stay more towards the Houston area. But we still do have a chance as we go into around 8 o'clock this evening. We're going to have a weak front that's going to roll through. So we're going to talk about that for today. Again, just making sure that everything is working. Let's take a look right now outside. Taking a live look downtown. We have some clouds out there, and at the airport we're at 71 degrees. So it feels pretty nice right now. We have a dew point at 63, so it's fairly dry. We're going to have more dry air come in once that front starts to roll through. So taking a look around town, around the city, we're not looking at really any type of rain or really any type of precipitation right now. Just some of that cloud coverage is going to be sticking around for the rest of the evening and into overnight. So as we take a look at these dew points, you can see that up near Fredericksburg, they're in this brown color. So that's already that front that's starting to make its way in and bring in much of that more dry air. So we're still in this green color here in San Antonio, but as I put this into motion, you can really start to see how it's going to push out all of that green, all of that moisture, and we're going to just be left with that brown color, that dry air for Sunday. So it's going to make it quite pleasant as we go into the next couple of days. It's going to bring down our temperatures just a bit, so we'll be closer to around 70 degrees, so a little bit cooler than what we have been feeling for the past couple of days. Now I'm going to just jump right to our severe weather outlook. So I'm going to zoom in here. So over San Antonio, you can see only parts of the, just really parts of the east here are in that green color. So most of San Antonio is staying out of that green color, but this is just a marginal risk for severe weather. So marginal is on the lower end with a level 1 out of 5. We are in that number 1 level, so very small risks. Just we're looking at marginal risk right now to see any type of severe weather activity for this evening. And like I said, we're going to have that front roll through, and it's going to bring us a chance for some showers into the evening. So right now we're looking at really not much. You can see a line of showers just off near, going towards the Gonzales area, Gonzales City, and also near Pleasanton. It's just really more south of Pleasanton. But in San Antonio, Bexar County, New Braunfels, we're pretty dry as far as rain is concerned. But like I said, we do have a chance into the evening, not looking at much in the way of severe weather. It is going to stay more of the heavy rain is going to stay more to the east and towards the Houston area. So this is tonight around 11:30. You can see just some very more pop-up showers are possible, more isolated, but nothing to really bring us any type of heavy rain. Unfortunately, we really do need it. So here's tomorrow morning. You can see that San Antonio as well. Just again, we could see just a very small chance to have just some light shower activity, but that's about it. Like I said, more along the coastline, Corpus Christi and Houston is going to see more of that, more of those rains, more of the rain and shower activity for them. So for tonight, if you're going to be out and about, we could see a few storms, mainly out to the east, and could see some breezy winds as well, around 10 to 20 miles per hour, and some clouds, but really that's about it. Let's see, we're just checking on Facebook. Ole says, bring on the rain. I know we really do need it. Marian's asking, where is the rain? It's really going to just, when it starts to develop, Unfortunately, it is going to stay more off to the east. You know, we're going to be staying more under that more drier air, so unfortunately it's not looking like great chances for us to see any of that really drought busting rain that we need. So yes, Marion, looks like we're not going to see too much rain, unfortunately. Now, one model I just want to show you is bringing just a little bit more spotty rain. So I'm going to just push this back a little bit so you can see. So this is tonight around 7 o'clock. You can see more of Seguin and Floresville has a chance to see some light rain. But like I said, not too much, mainly south and east of San Antonio. This is late tonight into midnight. You can see, again, we are looking at some chances to see some rain. This is, again, tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. But then as we go into this one's this model is a little bit more heavy on the rainfall. I think we're not going to see too much, unfortunately. But then by tomorrow morning, this is Sunday at 8 a.m., all of the rain is going to be far south and east of us. And we're looking at a pretty partly cloudy to, you know, mostly sunny day on Sunday. It's going to be very nice. It's going to be, you know, great temperatures. This is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're looking at 65 degrees, so very nice weather if you have plans to be out and about for your Sunday afternoon. This is Sunday around 4:30, only 71 degrees. So, you know, even though these temperatures are more spring-like, we'll take it. It's better than the freezing cold weather, even though it is above average for this time of year. So this is Sunday at 5 o'clock, 5:30, still at 71. That's pretty much going to be the higher temperatures for tomorrow, are going to be in the 70s, in the low 70s. So very nice weather for tomorrow afternoon. And then by tomorrow evening, 56 degrees. So a little bit cooler. We're going to have clouds start to roll back in overnight and into tomorrow morning as well. You can see Bernie tomorrow morning. This is very early, around 4 a.m., 46 degrees. So you're definitely going to need a jacket if you are up that early. But even 6 a.m., they're going to be staying in the 40s. And in San Antonio at 50 degrees, so still rather chilly for your Monday morning. But it will start to warm up by the afternoon. And so just wanted to zoom out here so everybody can kind of take a look across the country that most of the rain is staying off to the Pacific, far west, San Francisco. They're getting really just more pummeled with those showers that are continuing and are going to continue for the rest of the week for them, unfortunately. But it is pretty common for this time of year in that part of the country. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned across the country, we're really going to be in the warm side here for Texas. We're at 71 degrees right now, and we're definitely the warm spot. Us in Florida are going to stay in the 70s for tonight. And really take a look. I mean, this cold air is going to be staying trapped up north. We're looking at 29 degrees in Denver, Colorado. Of course, you know, they are getting some very nice weather for those ski slopes. I mean, take a look. I mean, up in the Dakotas, 6 degrees. Minneapolis and Minnesota, 16 degrees. Chicago is at 29. So more January-like weather for them, you know. And then as we go, unfortunately for us in San Antonio, we're going to be staying more on the warm side. That cold air is going to stay far to the north. We're not expecting anything like those type of freezing weather conditions, at least for the next couple of days. And here's one reason why. We're going to have this warm weather pattern that's going to come into place. This is going to continue really for the next 4 days. We're going to have this high pressure. It's going to be taking control and really just keeping us in the 70s, so above average for this time of year. Usually we're in the mid 60s, I would say, low 60s. So especially Tuesday and Wednesday when we're going to see temperatures in the upper 70s, that's about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. But, you know, there you go. We're having this warm weather pattern. I'm sure some people, especially up to the north, do enjoy it. But for January, it definitely is going to be quite warm. And this is a look at the next 6 to 10 days. Everybody actually across the country is going to be looking at temperatures above average. So it's not just us. I mean, all the way up to the Northeast, for places near Washington and New York, they're going to be seeing those temperatures above average as well. And something else we're dealing with today, if you're sneezing or coughing or you have bad allergies, here's one reason why: because we have this cedar that is very high. We're over 12,000 right now. So we're at 12,600, which is in the very heavy category for mountain cedar. Mold is pretty light, so that is some good news. But one more thing to take a look at is our drought. Unfortunately, San Antonio, more to the north of San Antonio, is kind of in this bullseye of Texas, where we are in extreme to exceptional drought. So we really do need this rain. Most of San Antonio is in extreme drought, and unfortunately it doesn't look like it's getting any better. But we'll look at the next 7 days and see those next chances of rain. They're not looking too promising, unfortunately. But something else that's going to be happening in the month of January is a comet that will be visible in January if you look really after January 17th. So mark your calendars, because we are going to have clouds and we are going to have a very bright moon, so it's harder to see comets, even with the telescope when you have a very bright sky. So best time to see it, I would say, would be after January 17th to take a look at this pretty cool comet, pretty cool sight to see. All right. So here's your next 7 days. We are looking at very warm temperatures, but nice for Sunday and Monday. We're going to have those temperatures in the low 70s for a high. So very pleasant afternoons, a little bit chilly in the morning. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, like I said, this is going to be more than 10 degrees above average. 78 degrees expected for Wednesday. Lots of sunshine out there all the way through Thursday. And then Thursday we could have another front, Pacific front starts to roll in, but it's not going to bring us those cold temperatures, those freezing temperatures. We're just looking at really about a 5-degree drop, and highs only being in the upper 60s, so 68 degrees for Friday and Saturday. Good news is if you have plans, not looking at much in the way of rain. Unfortunately, we do need it, but really it's going to be beautiful weather for the next 7 days. So I'll leave this up so everybody can take a look for the next couple of minutes. And I'm just going to check one more time. Anybody has any other questions? Looks like we're good. And all right, so I will leave this up, and Ryan will be here tonight to do the 10 o'clock show, and he'll give you an update as well on the weather and our rain chances. But there was no 5 or 6 today because we have the Spurs game. That's going to be on Ken's 5. But again, just make sure that you tune in at 10, and we'll have another weather update as well and more news. All right, so hope everyone has a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your weekend.